Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another daily dice. We ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. I do want to say thank you to anyone and everyone that continues to be a supportive part of this journey. I'm truly honored to be sharing this time and space with you. And for those of you that are new here, welcome. This is a reminder that we're all here sharing this human experience, and that this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. And should these messages happen to resonate with you, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. With that, today we are getting a message of what you don't see coming. We are using the Goddess, Gods, and Guardians Oracle card deck by Sophie Bashford. So with that, let's give this a couple of shuffles and we'll get into it and find out what is it that my fellow humans don't see coming, Source? What is it that my fellow humans don't see coming? Okay, thank you. What is it that my fellow humans don't see coming? Alright. What is it that my fellow humans don't see coming, Source? What oracle card will help us better understand that? What is it that my fellow humans don't see coming? Okay, so I guess you're going to get two. Alright. On the bottom we have There's Always Enough with Sedna. Okay. So Source, what is it that my fellow humans don't see coming? What is it that my fellow humans don't see coming? What would you like to tell us, Source? Alright, so we've got Neptune, Cancer energy, and the 9th house. And it does feel like there is some spiritual growth that is coming that you don't actually see. But just being able to embrace a new part of your healing. There's something here, especially with Neptune, that's the unseen, right? Like, I love that that's a confirmation, the unseen becoming seen here. I just feel like you're learning something. With the 9th house, like you're learning something either spiritual or like at school, law. This could be gaining a different type of degree, learning a language, traveling, something along those lines. You're like going to learn a new culture or something a lot like that. Like you're in the process of studying for it or learning as much as you can about it. And it does feel like this is something that has to do with self-love and taking care of your emotional wants and needs, like something that matters to you, something that you really care about and would love to see happen or to do or to experience in your life. We see that at one point this was shielded from you because you weren't in a space ready to receive that, right? You weren't in a space that was like, oh my gosh, like I can do this, or you were self-sabotaging or feeling guilty or ashamed even of this type of goal or this type of desire. And we see that that's shifting here, but we also see that with that shift is coming even greater psychic abilities, even greater connection to the divine, this ability to see things from this mystical place and to understand that all things have a time and place. And it feels like what you don't see coming is actually a greater fulfillment and sense of self and really relinquishing a hold on an identity that you had been holding on to for, you know, a long time in regards to what had gone on with your family, with the roots, with your ancestors, things that you were carrying that weren't yours to carry. It's like you let this go and you allow yourself to begin to experience this dream by learning more about it or by experiencing it or by getting hands-on with this dream. And suddenly it's like the world becomes clear to you again. So you don't see how this is going to impact you in such a profound way. So you could be doing shadow work right now as well, especially with Neptune coming up in the 9th house energy. You could be doing shadow work at this moment and wondering, like, is this ever going to truly impact me in a good way? Like, am I ever going to experience, you know, the healing that people talk about? Am I ever going to see the truth behind who I am? And that's what they're saying. Like, what you don't see coming is the realization of that. So let's see if we could get some more out on it, Source. What do my fellow humans not see coming? Okay, what do my fellow humans not see coming? Yeah, balancing of, like, I heard nature's justice, nature's balancing here. Okay? So what do they not see coming, Source? What do they not see coming? Okay, so yeah, Ace of Cups on the bottom. A closer divine connection. The Ace of Cups in the Marseilles just talks about this very deep self-love, this connection with Source. You see here the cup looks like a cathedral, and it's like Source is what's filling you up, right? Like this is that faith that we have in something that is omnipresent, and knowing that it is always going to take care of us and lead us down the right path. And so it's like putting your faith in that, knowing that like this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going. And what you don't see coming is just how much of an impact that is going to have on your life, is putting that faith and trust there in Source. Family. Wow. Okay, so even before we get to this card, we have the family card coming out. We had family with Cancer energy here as well. So you're healing trauma from your past. And this is trauma that has been holding you back. This is trauma that's been creating a lot of diversions and distractions. And I feel like there's been a lot of isolation in regard to this family trauma as well. Codependency, why it is that you maybe manifested codependent relationships in your life. You've been working on healing that and wondering, is this ever going to shift? Like, am I going to stop attracting codependent relationships? Am I going to start attracting people who are on the same level, like soul tribe? And that's what you don't see coming, is that there are people coming into your life who are doing similar work as you. Yeah, so this could have been letting go of an overbearing mother. Also with Capricorn energy, we do have the father wound here. So you have Pisces and you have Capricorn energy. You have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here with the Ace of Cups. So a lot of water energy that could be relevant to you. You could have your first house in Cancer. You could have the 8th house in Pisces. You could have the 10th house in Capricorn. Neptune, let's see, you could have Cancer and Neptune. You could have the 9th house in Cancer or in Pisces. Scorpio, South Node, North Node. Energies coming out as well. Capricorn, North Node or South Node. So there's a lot of different energies that are coming in here, but we see here like what it is you don't see coming is finally finding merriment and peace and connection with people other than this energy here. This is a really shady type of energy. This is people who step on your toes. They don't care what they say about you. They don't care how they treat you. Like, they have their own agendas that they're contending with, and they're trying to get everything that they can to be seen a certain way. This is like someone who is controlling, who is really rigid and has no room for improvement. They refuse to see things from a different way. So with the 8 of Cups coming out in the upright, yes, we are talking about family, but we see what you don't see coming is that there's finally a place where you feel you belong, right? And in the upright, it talks about happiness and merriment and joy and fulfillment and goodness, even though it is family, but it's like extended family, like positive extended family. And when we think of extended family, it's like oftentimes that goes to the family that we create ourselves. And so I feel like that's exactly what Source is bringing up here, is that you're connecting with people who've done the work. You're connecting with people who you get along with. You're connecting with people who are on a similar vibrational energy as you are and that have gone the distance in life. And it's all because of this connection that you've built with Source with the Ace of Cups here. It's like you no longer need people in your life, but you want people, and that's okay, right? It's like maybe at one point you needed people. It was like fighting to have them in your life, fighting to have those connections, fighting to have these relationships in your life, and nothing ever seemed to go as planned. And so you were getting connected with people who didn't put in the work, and they didn't want to be there for you, and they only wanted something from you. And now you're seeing people for who they are, and you're recognizing that it's okay for you to trust your discernment. Excuse me, not everybody is going to be there for you. Not everybody is going to have your back. Some people are going to be really triggered by your journey, and that's okay, right? Like, and that's just the way life is. Like, not everybody can be happy for us, but it makes our work way easier when people make it known that they're not for us. Because when they make it known that they're not for us, it's like, it's basically an easy goodbye. right? It's like, cool, let me make space for the people who are for me. Let me not hold on to something just for the sake of having it in my life. And I feel like that's the part of you that you're healing right now, is that codependency and that feeling of like, oh my gosh, like I need someone in my life that's going to fulfill me. You don't need that anymore. You need yourself. And it's been hard. This has been a really difficult journey for you as well. Yeah, house one, the way you see life, the way you approach life now, individuality and self-image. This is you taking care of yourself as well, right? You no longer need to be attached to people. So we have a fixed energy with Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Bringing this loyalty into your life. Someone who's gonna stay for a long time. Or a group of people who are gonna stay for a long time. A group of people who love you for you and you love them for them. And you're not trying to make each other change. You're not trying to control each other or be domineering or try to make them see things from your way. It's like you all end up sharing ideas with each other and growing based on that. On the bottom, opposition, look at this, an imbalance, a power, a point of tension, and a power struggle. So whoever is represented by this Queen of Coins energy here, we see it's been an opposition. There's been a huge imbalance here in your life. Didn't I say that? That's the energy that came out when I was shuffling. It's like nature's justice, like rebalancing out the scales of justice for you. But this is like nature's justice. It's almost like you've been in this energy of like, when are things gonna finally balance out? And it's like sources like, it's coming, just patience, I've got you, don't worry. And sometimes it's really hard for us to be patient because we feel like we've been doing it for forever and years have passed, and it's like, man, I'm still dealing with these shady energies. Like, what is happening here? Is like sources like, I got you. Like sometimes that, yeah, with the mountains coming out, like sometimes it's a mountain to climb. Like there's just a lot to go through. I was literally going to say it as it flew out, and it's so funny. And then we have mountain coming through. Stand your ground. You are recognizing that the amount of work that you had to put in was so great because you're carrying so many past life traumas, not just from you, but from your ancestors. Like there's a lot that you've been carrying. Right. And it's hard, like this journey. It's like we see people who seemingly fly over the mountain, right? In one fell swoop, they're over the mountain and they haven't had to put in any work, it seems like. And it's like, here we are taking years and years and years to just become a better version of ourselves. But we have to remember, like, we didn't get to where we were overnight. And so we're not going to shift overnight, right? Like, it's going to take some time for us to shift. And it's like, forever how many years you've been alive, that's how many years of trauma that you're trying to sift through. So it's like, for those of us that didn't start this journey until we were in our 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, or even later, you know, it's not something that's going to happen in the blink of an eye versus someone who started when they were in their teens or their 20s. Like, it's going to seem easier for them because they've left less things to sift through, things that are maybe becoming concrete, but then they can come into awareness and recognize how to shift those right away, versus other times when you have people who have had situations and beliefs become so concrete in their lives, like actually changing ourselves has crumbled away a foundation that we thought was stable, and we're recognizing it wasn't. And so there's a lot of different places that we all are on our journey, and that's why it's not fair for us to compare our journey to anybody. But source pointing out here that it has been a mountain to climb. It has been a difficult journey for you. Protection guardian, we have drop your shields. Yeah, there's no need for you to be so defensive anymore against people. Like, there's been a lot of people that have done you dirty, of course, but when new people come in, it's not really fair to put them in that same light as the people in the past. Like, we have to give new people a chance. And when you give them a chance and let them show up as they are, then again, it shows you, you know, like if they show they're not for you, there's no reason to harbor hard feelings for that. It's just like, okay, cool, I can let you go, but you don't change who you are, right? And that's what this protection guardian is saying. And then we have the earth guardian here. Stay rooted and grounded. Yeah, keep grounding yourself, opening your heart. That's the message I keep hearing right now, is opening your heart. I'm going to get some of the love cards out on it because we are talking about connections. Let's see what comes through here. Party, celebration, event, public school gathering. And so this could be meeting somebody at a party or out at an event or gathering, or again, you're going to have a gathering, someone who's coming in to date you, courting, dating, anniversary, meetup, someone who wants to date you. Social media, spying, online dating, reminiscing, and networking. Yeah, so definitely a couple of different places where you're going to start meeting people who are meant to be on the journey with you. On the bottom, we have the grass is greener, jealousy, better option, unhappy and deserve better. So you feel like Source is showing you like you've dealt with a lot of jealousy in your life and you deserve better than that. Like there's a lot of people who have it out for you, but it doesn't matter. Ultimately, they can't really harm us if we don't let them. And we can choose to walk away. So someone coming in to flirt flying over there. Yeah, so someone wants to flirt, have fun with you, have a good time, reflection. You're definitely in a state of reflection here, okay? Let's get some more of these. Sunset, decline, fading, and aging. And I feel like that's just going back and confirming what I was feeling with, you know, some of us are older and taking this journey as older. It's like we oftentimes have a hard time trusting in divine timing because it feels like it takes so long, but we just have so much garbage and junk to clean out. Imagine you own a house for as many years as you are, as you are old. And every year you have a room full of boxes that get shoved in and stuffed into that house, right? And so when you start healing, well, we're clearing the clutter. And so we end up going through things that we never thought we would go through again because we boxed them up and packed them away. So it takes longer, right? Versus someone who's 20 years old and they've only owned a house for 20 years. It's different, right? It's just a different series that they have to go through. And I know it looks like it's comparing, but it's not. It's just showing that that's why everybody's at a different place on their journey, because some people have way more things that happen in such a short time and others have a lot of things that happen over an extended period of time, but it takes us all different time frames to get through that, to heal and to overcome. That's why it's so important to remind ourselves that there is no time limit for healing. Okay? Like there's no like, I'm going to be healed by the end of this year. Don't ever put yourself in a situation like that, 'cause it's not fair. Right? Because healing is going to take however long it takes. So we've got flirt here with seduce, lover, and lust. Also, I feel like this is a warning. Wow, I had such a weird feeling with my... Okay, so my thumb, it felt like it went like that across my thumb. And so I don't remember what planet the thumb is connected to right now. I don't remember. So if you know palm reading or palmology, I think. But if you know, if you would say down below what the thumb is connected to, that would be so helpful. That's going to deepen the meaning of this. But also I feel like that's saying like with the lust here, like you're gonna know when people are just lusting after you, and that it's okay to say goodbye to people like that. We have reflection, confession, prayer, and repentance. Like your prayers have been heard and your reflection is what's bringing that to you. And cooperation, we have acceptance, listening, teamwork, and a win-win. So showing again, like you are manifesting that cooperative energy into your life now, okay? Then sunset, decline, fade, and aging. And I feel like that's, again, it's like just reminding yourself, like as long as you're doing the work, things are going to come together. It doesn't really matter about how long it takes because everybody has their time. We have exploration on the bottom with creation, experimentation, universe, and underground. Exploring your options. That's what I just heard. Okay, and then we have speeding. Okay, surge, flow, and addiction. Things are speeding up. Show, spotlight, express, create, radiate joy and enthusiasm. Keep letting yourself be seen. Determination, call out, struggle desperately, belief in victory. Yeah, and this reminds me of the strength card from the Osho Zen. You know, like growing in a place that's unimaginable, but you did it. Even though it was difficult, you still did it. And you are doing it. Fusion, alignment, openness, harmony, and collaboration. Yeah, so again, this idea, like you're going to be connecting with people who are on your level soon. We have follow instructions, instigation, and faith. So another confirmation, what I was saying is putting your faith in the divine. Like Source is rewarding you for that, right? It's like, okay, you really are trusting this process. You really are trusting that I'm going to get you there. And evolution, we have transformation, reinvent, and new beginnings. Your determination has brought you into a state of evolving. You're no longer the person you once were. That's it. You're a completely different person. And that shift is going to start to manifest in the outer realm. So we're going to take a look at these cards. I'm going to read them from the book while we have Persephone here with New Beginnings. New Beginnings is the last card, the last word that we open up here. And I believe that Persephone is the one that Hades tricked into marrying because he gave her food and she ended up eating the food from the underworld. And then she had to go and live with him for 6 months out of the year. And that's when her mother created winter time as that time of reflection, right? That time of silence is it was a time of mourning for her. I believe that, yeah, see, it says Persephone is a Greek maiden goddess who was captured by the king of the underworld, Hades, after eating the pomegranate seeds Hades offered her. Persephone became queen of the dead, agreeing to spend 6 months of each year underground. Yeah, I thought so. On Earth's surface, this created winter. When she returned above ground each spring, Persephone and her mother, Demeter, opened the flowers and blessed the crops. Persephone symbolizes the eternal death-life cycle, helping us find renewed light after times of dark discomfort. Whilst her pomegranate symbolizes immortality, her other symbols are spring flowers, corn, and grain. So you may feel lost, exhausted, afraid, or shrouded in darkness, but Persephone is here to say don't give up. She reminds you of the dual feminine powers of divine underground, only to rise up again renewed. Perhaps it feels as though something in your life is ending or broken down, yet Persephone invites you to see things differently as an opportunity for magical new beginnings. It will pay off now to dig as deep as you can into your soul for a fresh start. Make the effort to create positive change and it will reward you. Like a phoenix rising, you're a skilled alchemist who can begin over and over again in life, creating stronger foundations, soul-inspired work, and enriched relationships. You have what it takes to ascend into spring, taking deep spiritual lessons from the underworld with you. Wow, that's so symbolic to what we were talking about in this reading. Let's see what your other one is. Oh, wow. High Priest of Atlantis, chakra healing, alignment with fusion. Oh my goodness. I love this reading so much. All right, let's see here. Nourish your spiritual energy centers. Harmonize from within. The chakras are spiritual energy centers contained within your physical and subtle bodies. The word chakra means wheel in Sanskrit. You have 7 primary chakras, spinning vortices of light that run along your spine. Each chakra vibrates with life force energy and corresponds to a different color. Chakras link to the nerve centers, organs, and glands within the body. They also store information about your physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual experiences, including those from past lifetimes. Wasn't I saying that? Like you're healing past life trauma, past life karma. And also, you know, if you don't believe in past lives, you know, our past life can be anything we've lived up until this point. Says the chakra frequently become blocked or weakened. The High Priest of Atlantis says there are many direct signs your chakras are out of balance. You may feel ungrounded, creatively stuck, or out of touch with your feelings. You may struggle to speak up for yourself, set boundaries, trust your inner knowing, or see the bigger picture in your life. Physical ailments may also show up as a result of blocked chakra energy. Even if you haven't noticed the signals, picking this card is clear indication that chakra healing will benefit you. To invite support, imagine your chakras as flowers or orbs extending upwards from the base of your spine to your crown. They glow red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And look, she's shrouded in flowers of all the colors here. So this is like really telling. Let's see, does it say anything else here? Yeah, visualize me sending my Atlantean crystal energy to each one so they become bright and clear. To complete, imagine white light surrounding your body and brown roots extending from your feet into the earth. So additional meanings are Reiki healing is part of your divine life, and you're activating the Atlantean 12 chakra system. The High Priest can guide you to the right support. I easily balance my chakras, and I am the light and energy. So this is really telling. I'm so glad these both came out together. Not only do we have alignment coming up and new beginnings coming up both times, but we see here it's like she's showing you like you can align this energy and have this light bring you into exactly what's meant for you. So you've gone through the darkness. You've had that time of reflection. You've had that time of dealing with what they might consider the dark night of the soul, or just really healing in the shadow. And it's been difficult, but you're coming out of it, and in a very positive way as well. Okay, so this is what I see here for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a flower. I'll let you choose whichever one. Leave a flower down below and say, I align my chakra centers and I grow like the flower through my determination and my power of will. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box. You'll see how to reach me for a personal reading and also how to join as a member of the channel. And with that being said, I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides, all for coming together to give us this very powerful message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.